All right, guys, so this is my little spiel about how to get more recs here. And I didn't type this up or practice or anything, so it's kind of just off the top of my head. So take it however you want here. So my story really quick on recs is when during my fast start, the 28 appointments I did, I averaged 2 recs probably per appointment. I was really bad at them, and I always wondered how you could ever get 15. I thought it was really unrealistic to get 15. And that's all part of it, is the mindset of thinking it's unrealistic. But then when they say no, you just kind of fold and you're okay with that, because that's just how it is. So the first thing is changing your mindset on them. So when I went back, I did a little spring break push when I went back home. So the first thing I did, all 2 weeks leading up to that, all I did was memorize the memorization approach. Like, super easy. Basically, that's just you investing time in yourself. Literally just memorize it. So I know you hear it all the time. I heard it all the time. In one ear, out the other, until you realize that you are out of people to call. So that's the first thing. Just memorize the approach. So first thing I did, I memorized the approach, spring break push. And I'll show you in my folder here. So right here, this is my new book. So right here is my rec notebook. And you'll notice I have an actual notebook here. And what I do, so this was a little during my push. So I'll find the actual page of my very first during the spring break push. So you'll notice I have an actual notebook here. This was my first one after I memorized the approach. So I went to my 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Gangle's house, and I wrote Mrs. Gangle on top. And then I listed all the way out to 25, because that's what I heard to do, go to 25. So Mrs. Gangle gave me 5 recs. That's 3 more than I had ever gotten on a demo before. So Mrs. Gangle gave me 5 recs. My next demo, I asked for 15. So I asked for 15 recs from Casella. I don't even know who Casella is. And they gave me 6 recs, phone numbers. 2 of them were people that she wrote, don't call. So pretty quality recs, probably not. Then after Casella here, you'll see 18. And this was the first time here I wrote, Daler's nice people. Just like that, you see the jump from 4 recs to 18. I'm not necessarily saying that writing nice people on it is going to give you automatically 18 reps, but it's just the little things you can see building up here all lead to more recs. So when I first started, got it memorized, and just like that, I went 5, 6, 18 now. So I'm up to 18 with the Daler's nice people here. And then after that, you can see calls gave me 16. Mike's nice friends, he gave me 7. 7, that's pretty low for me here, but 7 recs is a lot of recs. So here it's pretty much smooth sailing. So the rest of this notebook here, you'll see all 15 recs. So there was actually, I had a streak going out of my last 46 demos, 44 of them, I got 15 recs. So it's not impossible. And then I'll tell you right now, the first step is memorizing the approach. So get that approach memorized first. And then the second thing, as I started getting more recs, I found out some little tricks. So I listened to a Vector Connect talk, and I'll type it out. I can't exactly remember what it's called, but I listened to a Vector Connect talk on how to get more recs. And mostly what they said in it was pre-handle the objection of everything before you can get to it. So in my demo that I do, I think I cover the fact that I'm gonna ask for recs at least 5 times before I even get to it. So the first time I talk about it here, I know this video is getting kind of long, so if you want to keep watching, whatever. But the first time I talk about it is my About Me page. So right away I say I go to Mankato, and when I'm down at Mankato, I can't just go door to door. I say that's the reason I only show when I'm back home here, is because I can only show to people I've been personally recommended to. The first time I say it. Second time, so I talk about my fast start here, and then I go through my SC2 thermometer, and I say that I need to do 90 appointments here during SC2 to reach my goal. And then I say Burt Wicks's About Me page. I have it all customized for myself. I have it memorized. I'm not gonna recite it here, but if you don't have his template yet, get it. It's really a changer for people so they buy into you right away. Burt did an awesome job with that. So that's the second time when I say, I'm just trying to have enough fun today that you introduce me to some of your friends to help me get to my goal of 90 appointments. Second time already, I've mentioned Rex, and I haven't even got to my demo yet. So I've already mentioned it twice, and then you know how the demo goes here. So you're flipping through, I'll even get my manual out here. So let's see here, the third time I bring it up. So today I'll tell you why Cutco is the top selling American-made brand in the US, blah, blah, blah. And then Mrs. Jones, since I only work through referrals, I hope you like me and Cutco enough to tell some friends about me after today. Smiling, nodding. I've already brought it up 3 times. If I'm counting right, that's 3. And now I'm finally into the demo. At that point, I'm nodding and smiling. She's at least smiling because it's funny. Everyone laughs at that point. I don't really know why they laugh at me, but I guess because I'm smiling and nodding, it's funny. So at that point, it's kind of a joke. I've already brought up Rex 3 times, okay? And then any time throughout my demo that I ask, do you ever cut up a blank? And they say, if they say like no, then I say, do you know someone that does? And they always say, oh, or I say, do you love to barbecue? And they say, not really. I say, do you know anyone that really does love to barbecue? And they say, oh, my brother, Mike. They're thinking. They're thinking on Rex. They're thinking on people. I have people in my head that I already know would love it. So at that point, I've already asked for Rex 3 times, I think. So like I said, I never practiced this, so I'm not 100% sure how many times I asked for it. So then we go through the whole close, everything like that. And at this point, okay, so I get through my close, and then I brought up Rex how many times, and then I finally get to the part for the recommendations. So this is where I'm a little shaky on actually having the approach memorized at this point because what do they always say? Memorize, internalize, personalize. So I've memorized it, I internalized it, and now I personalized it, kind of made it my own and made it work for me here. So then at the end, I get to the point they ordered something or they didn't. And I say, there's actually one more way you can really help me out here. So this is why, oh, forgot a really important part. When you show them the peeler, make sure they know that that is a badass peeler, okay? Make sure they know how sick that peeler is. I bring a potato on every demo. If you didn't know this already, the top of the peeler has a little plastic piece that takes the eye of the potato out. Bring a potato, show them that. Show them everything the peeler can do and make that peeler seem so freaking cool because it is the best peeler that anyone can make. So make sure they know that peeler is cool and tell them. And everyone I go to ends up getting this peeler for free. Tell them that because that gets them wondering, how do I get this peeler for free? This peeler is badass. So tell them that. And then you get to the part, sorry, I should have said that when I was at it. But then you get to, Mrs. Jones, there's one more way you can really help me out. I say, so this is how everyone actually gets that peeler for free. So what I do is I list all the way out to 15 people. And if you can think of 15 people, names and numbers, that would help me out, be just nice enough to watch my presentation here. So I'm actually not even looking for people that would buy, just nice people like you guys here that would just sit down and watch with me and help me get credit for school and help me get to that 90 appointments by the end of July here. So I'm going to write all the way to 15. I know it seems like a lot, but actually people get to it really easy. And then here I am flipping through my referral book with 40 appointments in it with 15. They see that, that's your social proof right there. And did I get 15 every single time? Not necessarily. I ripped out the pages with less than 15. They see that social proof, okay? And at that point, you're writing on their list. So I say, people normally get to 15 pretty easy. It gets really easy if you actually pull out your phone and just scroll through your contacts. And at that point, I'm writing down on the paper, Mrs. Jones, nice people. Then I say, here's what I'm actually going to write. Mrs. Jones, nice people. And then they laugh. That's funny. And then you write name, phone, town. So I don't know if you guys can see. Here, so I don't know. Name, phone, town. And it feels real because you just wrote this for them. So it feels real, like it matters to you when you just wrote this down. And they see everyone else did it. So you hand them the notebook with that on it, listed to 15. And then here's just a little tiny psychological thing. Instead of setting the pen and paper down, you actually hand them the pen. And if they physically grab that pen from you, what are they probably going to do? They're probably going to start writing. If the pen and paper is just laying there in front of them, it's just a little thing, but it makes a huge difference. They actually have to pick up that pen and start writing. So that's what I do there. And then while I'm cleaning up and stuff, I just shoot thought joggers at them. Who do you know that loves to cook? And not, do you know anyone? Because it's really easy to say no. Just say, who do you know that loves to cook? And you'll notice the way I approached it with handing them the pen and handing them the paper, I never gave them a chance to object. I never asked them to give me recs. It was kind of just, that's how it is because everyone else does it. So if you don't give them the option, they won't say no because they can't really do it. They have to go out of their way to say, oh, I can't really give you recs. I don't have any friends. Because at that point, you've already talked about their friends. You've already brought up recs, how important it is to you. And if you really sell them on yourself, they'll buy into that. So hand them the notebook, give them the pen, and they'll start writing. Shoot thought joggers at them. I'm not going to go through all 15 thought joggers I say while I'm taking 10 minutes to wash my knives. Take forever at the sink. Stand at that sink until that paper is filled out because they're not just going to sit there and watch you do dishes. So take forever, and while you're washing dishes, shoot thought joggers at them. I'm sure you can get a huge list of them from your manager, so I'm not going to go over all the ones I do. I know this video probably got pretty long, and I was probably kind of all over the place, but I hope you learned a little bit. I hope everyone gets a ton of recs now. I just broke my own record here. You'll see full page. I got 42 from this guy, so I'm pretty excited, as everyone else should be here too. So good luck, everyone, and good luck with the recs. I guarantee you'll get a bunch more. Just first step, memorize that approach. No joke. Get it done. And then good luck, everyone, on the push.